Plaintiff Ebony Malone says a month into dating the defendant, she not only found nude pictures in his phone from other women, but nude pictures of himself that he had texted to other women. Ebony claims when she confronted the defendant, he became irate, locked her in her home, and then attacked her. She's suing her ex for a bail bond and loans. Defendant Charles Jolly admits that he cheated on Ebony several times, and every time he did, Ebony would destroy his stuff. Charles says the only time he ever put his hands on Ebony was when he was trying to keep her from attacking him, and he's countersuing for stolen property.
Start with you.
All right, Your Honor. I met Charles through a mutual acquaintance. He's my ex-boyfriend. We were basically smitten with one another. We spent practically every day together from the first day. Within a month of the relationship, he started showing his true colors. It was like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
How so?
How so? He started acting differently, suspicious, which led me to believe something was going on. And I ended up checking his cell phone, and my suspicions were confirmed. He had received several text messages, nude pictures from different women, and also sent out several different pictures of himself, nude. And I went and confronted him about this because we were supposed to be being faithful, and I was upset and heartbroken by it, at which point Charles got irate and became violent and put his hands on me. The first time he put his hands on me, he didn't allow me to leave my apartment. He kept me there, shaking me violently, and we tussled, and he ended up throwing me on the bed, holding me down. I'm not a weak female, but he's stronger than me. He held me down, said I could not go anywhere, I wasn't leaving him. That happened, and he promised that it would never happen again, and it was a mistake, and he vowed it would never happen. A couple months later, same thing, he started acting differently. I got suspicious, checked his phone, and here we go again. Pictures of naked, nude women, him sending nude pictures again. So I confronted him, and he put his hands on me again. He pushed me down onto the ground. I skinned my knee. Also, there was the other time for his cheating that I confronted him, and he choked me out to the point where I couldn't breathe.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
I did call the police on occasion, and they came, and he left, and they said basically to sleep on it. And
why didn't you file charges out of all those times? Because you'd only been with him a month. It's not like many other ladies been with a man for years.
Right, no, all of this didn't occur within that 1 month to two.
How long afterwards?
About 5 months or so, but I was in love the first time.
Well, you weren't that much in love, ma'am, so let's move on, because ain't that much love in the world after 5 months. All right, let me allow him to speak now, sir.
We started dating, we was together. I did cheat, yes, a lot. But when I did, she would destroy my stuff. We still stayed together. It was a terrible relationship. We went on for 2.5 years. I didn't really beat her like she trying to say, though. That's irate, that's just crazy.
What would happen?
The first time she caught me cheating, I grabbed her, I held her.
Why?
Because she was trying to swing on me.
Okay, that's why I ask you. Don't act like I'm supposed to know because she's trying to swing on me. I don't know what you do. I don't know nothing about you. I don't know whether you're a woman beater or not. Don't act like I'm supposed to know. I just ask you, why did you hold her back? Because she was swinging on me. I don't know what she was doing to you. Go ahead. What else? What's the other reason next time?
We go through it. I mean, I've never actually punched her, though. I've held her. So she calmed down.
So you've always reacted physically in defense? Is that your?
Yes, I've never actually.
That's a lie.
I've never just irately just punched her or none of that.
All right, because
I may have flipped and damaged stuff. Like I've broke dishes and stuff when I get upset, yes. But I've never just punched her like I
All right.
was.
You're suing her for a bail bond and loans. Tell me what happened.
Yes. Okay, sir. Charles had got locked up in
when?
December 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm sorry. He got locked up in September 2014.
Okay.
And we had a verbal agreement when he got locked up that I would help him I put money on his books, all totaling $800 towards commissary and et cetera, and food. And I bailed him out of jail in December 2014 on December 19th.
How much?
I paid $1,000 for bond to bail him out, and I had him immediately sign a promissory note promising my money back for bailing him out, and also we had the verbal contract for the money I had loaned to him while he was in jail.
All right, and what did he say when it's time to pay you?
He gave me $100 when he originally came home, but that was it. When I would ask him about the money and pursue the issue, he'd say he didn't have it, or he was working on it, or he couldn't get a job because he's an ex-felon.
When did you break up?
We actually broke up before he got locked up in September 2014. When he choked me, when things had escalated to that point and I couldn't breathe, it was like light bulb finally.
And you all continued to communicate, though?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And in December, not only had you given him money on his books, in December you bailed him out.
Yes.
So you all were really communicating.
Yes.
You had really forgiven him.
I felt sorry for him.
Okay. Sir, what do you say to this, loans and bail monies?
Your Honor, she put the money on my books as a friend. It was not a loan. And I definitely told her that I would pay her back the loan. I mean, not the loan.
The loans
the
and
bond
bail.
Money, the $1,000.
Yeah, tell the
I told her I would pay that back, and I signed a promissory note.
Who has that?
I do. It's right here. And I also have the breakdown of the money that I loaned while he was in jail.
Were you all still together?
Not
when you were in jail?
Not technically, no.
You were broken up or not?
Yes. We were separated.
Even more reason why it was a loan.
Okay. And how much have you paid on the $1,000?
I paid her at least $400, Your Honor. I was working at Mathis Chocolate at the time, and every time I get a check, I would give her money.
That's a lie.
Why didn't you make the loans part of your promissory note?
Because he swore up and down and promised, swore that he would pay me my money back verbally.
Yeah, he could have done that with the bond.
True. Well, you know what? Because I was the only one there for him. Like, his own family wasn't giving him a dime.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about why didn't you, if the $800 was a loan, why didn't you include that? See, this was written up after the $800 was owed. Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't you put the $800 on here?
We had the verbal. I thought he was going to be a man of his word.
Well, then why did you have to have a contract for the $1,000?
I mean, Grandma didn't raise the food. I made sure that I covered the basis. I just didn't.
Yeah, you didn't cover the basis of the $800, and that's why I don't know whether it was a loan or not. He says it was a gift, and he's coming across as honest because he is even admitting he didn't pay all of it. Your counterclaim for stolen property is for what?
She stole my eyeglasses and my cell phone.
You know she's gonna take that cell phone, doctor. Tell me how and when that occurred, sir.
She came over one day.
Where?
Over my house. She came over after getting into a car accident and asked to use my phone because hers wasn't working. I unlocked my phone and handed it to her and laid back down because I was asleep. She tried to lay with me. I said, no, that's dead.
That's a lie.
Go ahead.
She tried to lay with me. I said, no. I got up and I moved. I woke back up. She was gone with my glasses, my phone. She had took my poems and my music that I wrote.
Ma'am?
The phone I have with me, I did take the phone and the glasses. This was after, again, him playing with my money, saying one thing, doing the other.
I'm gonna go with the written evidence that you've given me that he owed you $1,000, and I'm not sure how much you repaid her, sir. I'll go with her testimony that you've only paid her $100, leaving her with a judgment for $900. With regard to your claim, she admits to having stolen your property. Do you have both here today?
No, I have a cell phone.
All right, does it work?
Yes, yes it does.
All right, just check it out. It's on, you can turn it on now?
Yeah, you can turn it on.
All right, let me see some of them pictures. You got your pictures, doctor? You got your pictures today? You see them pictures, doctor, that's right. Just kidding. Your glasses, you want how much for, sir?
They were $200.
$200 for the glasses. All right, $200 is your judgment for your glasses. $900 is your judgment for the bond, which is the only evidence you have given me that he owes you. Have a good day. That's my judgment.
Apparently stuff happens. I guarantee I won't have to worry about it again, so.
I'm just happy to be done with it.